Morning, everybody. How are you doing this morning? This is it midnight wherever you are? Because all of now, some of you are currently still in your middle of the night. So I greet you all. Very importantly, I would just go straight to the information I have to share because even me, time no day, like Yorubas will say in their latest social pranks and slangs, they will say "Ayewada." We get the time. Na time no day. You see, Nigeria is said to currently be on a curious extra time. Now, when we were saying it didn't make sense. But when some of them say it, maybe it will or would have been making some senses. Now, ex-CBN governor, Central Bank of Nigeria, Sanusi, is the one saying Nigeria is clearly living on extra time. Say, guys, come on, no lie to ourselves. We deal, all of us, deal on extra time. Extra time now we day. And then he gave instances why we are all living on extra times. I'm not here to tell you, but that was on that paper. You see, on this Daily Champion, 2023, Nigeria is bleeding and needs rescue from APC, says Wiki. Now, you understand the tone here, okay? Expect more challenges, says ex-CBN governor. As group insists, Osinbajo will, will reposition Nigeria. But you know what? All these people are just trying to put political gain. They are trying to come in political angles so that they can have their own gains in it. All right. But we all know the truth. Yes, we all knew Nigeria was on extra time, and at any moment in time, if you think it will be price of fuel that will cause revolution, what you are preparing for or blocking against, it may not be the one. If you think it will be maybe price of rice in the market, sorry, it did not. They even shut the border in the south, and we learned that they left it open in the north. It still did not cause any Nigerians know how to shift. But that thing that will cause revolution, go, maybe something nobody even look at what triggered the answers. Was one there have been many incidents, numerous incidents or incidences that would have warranted or that could have warranted that everybody just turns the country upside down. It did not. It was just a single incident that people thought it's just one of those cases, and it triggered that shit. Sorry to use that S, but you understand. It triggered it. It will be what? No, it may be toothpaste. Yeah, it may be as simple as even toothpick that will trigger the revolution that nobody believes. Is it because of toothpick? You guys did not fight because price of food was even increasing. You did not even fight because of price of gas. You didn't even fight because of data cost. You did not even fight because there was no electricity. You did not even shut the country down because of insecurity. Toothpick. Because somebody finished eating and some pieces of meat hung in the middle of the teeth and they could not find toothpick in time, and that was what caused. It's spiritual. What will cause that revolution? Even she already the shout revolution up and down. Even she already don't know what it will cause, what it will eventually cause. That in fact, if it even be a shower. Sorry, I don't mean to be derogatory, but you know what I mean. I just have to let you know what I mean. It could be workers, the street workers. It could be hawker, or hawker or hooker. It could be anything that will trigger the revolution. It could be just like the George Floyd scenario. They've been doing it long ago, long before then. It did not really trigger or necessarily trigger that uprising. It was because, how could you do that to our porn star? Was what made a lot of women go berserk. And then also, by extension, other people began to ask, come into it like, oh no, what a guy, that black dig, that, yeah, oh more. In Nigeria, it may also be that just one person for shrine, the new Africa shrine for Agidigbi. Maybe just one person, just one cheetah. Just one show say it be money bag. Just one do am anyhow. Can't go cause shit. You understand what I'm talking about here? Like it could be just anything. It could even be water. Bottled water went up to 100 naira. Nigerians didn't really care, you know. But by the time that revolution will come, the cause might just even be, it might even be from inside the church. What you least expected. Just anything. But what are we saying? Politicians are trying to use it to their own advantage. Everybody trying to look for every development story to key in. Now, if Wike is the one saying to us that Nigeria is bleeding and needs rescue from APC, well, he's only trying to rehash the lines APC used to kick PDP out. Don't forget who Wike was. Wike was former Minister of Education, or is he for or off now? Because they use different kinds of prepositions in this part of the world. Wike was Minister of Education. Under Jonathan, PDP, ASU went on strike like Kilo Day. And we heard of the road Wike played. I'm not trying to say PDP is bad or badder than. If I use any word, it's deliberate. The badder is not a word in English language. But when I say badder than, the reason I'm using it is just to blend with the socials, with our streets. We all know you can't even tell which is worse between PDP and APC. If you allow PDP come back, they will take the precedence of APC as the most minimum foundation they can operate on. Like, we are now in power back again. Shebi, we did this one, you protested. We did this one, you protested. APC has showed you how not to protest. So anybody try any shit again now. That's all. That time it will be worse, like Yamaje. So whether APC or PDP, none of them is even worth smelling that thing. It's either we all do a total showdown now. I don't know how you took out, but see, these old people, they just need to get out. The same people who have tasted, I don't want to use the words, they just all need to get out. Let fresh, innovative ideas coming. But Nigerians are another problem. Are they really ready for this? If they are not, so what's my headache? I move to the next paper. You understand? If you don't understand, leave the stand. ASU begins mobilization for another strike in varsities. ASU is mobilizing again for another strike in varsities. You understand? If you don't understand, leave the stand. Quit the stand. On Tribune, fuel queues resurface in Lagos, Ogun, Oyo. I also learned somewhere that even in Abuja, they have fuel queues already. It's the same here on Guardian. Fuel scarcity, panic buying in Lagos as NATO threatens strike. Just prepare your mind, though. Nigeria is on what did they call it? What is Sanusi calling it again? Extra time. So just know anything can happen that can lead to or cause anything. Now, on The Nation, that is Tinubu's paper, says petrol panic in Lagos and Abuja. Petrol panic in Lagos and Abuja. I thought Abuja was exempted before, but if Tinubu paper confirms it, I have no reason to say it's not anymore. I'm seeing some comments here. All right. On leadership, 7-day ultimatum by CSOs expire. PMB, that is Buhari, is yet to sign electoral bill. Keep your comments coming. Don't worry. I'm going to read everything. Okay. We're going to interact a little bit before I leave or end this broadcast this morning. Puncha. Portal breakdown. NIMC telcos meet again. Chinese Nigerians battle forward. Subscribers remain stranded. You remember when they said, "Oh, Nigerians must link their what do you call it? BVN, your banking details to their PIN." You remember? Thank you for remembering. Hey, that since that time they have not been able to. It's just they are trying to make a point that Nigeria is not ready for electoral voting. That's all they are trying to do. They want to try to the reason we have not been able to battle terrorism is because the kidnappers we are not able to track their phone calls because we need to link their banking details to their all lies. They don't even need to link the whole 200 and something million people to anything to track anybody. Because these are people you know. These are people that when people come out to confess that this person is in government and is the one sponsoring us, you don't go after them. Even when they leave office, you put them in the you force them in. When they don't stay, they don't have a chance in the Senate, you give them appointment to go and serve in Benin Republic and other places. You know all these people. You don't need NIN. We know the truth. We know the truth. All these things are not could anybody. You just have to understand it. You see, NIMC. My audio is out. Okay, better again. Yeah, let's go. So, as I was saying, we
wake up, wake up. Yeah, 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 yeah. On the dog.
This generation, yes, who don't yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fire.
Anybody when you try anything to support your life. Not the same person we go they try anything to take your wife. But even when you try anything good to change your life, the same person we go they stab you from back and with your knife. Them still hold me down. Yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh. Delay all of us, oh, bow. And they do go joro. It don't take them hold me down. And my damn duro. Them they do, oh, it don't do, oh, go joro. It don't take them hold us down. And my damn duro.
Alright, sorry everybody. I hope you can still hear me. Help me confirm if the audio is still working fine. Yes, so as I was saying, we got to a stage where I was to talk about Igboho and then the audio went off again. I understand there are issues with the audio device here. Now, Igboho Benin Republic extends Igboho's detention. And here is where the thing is, like we said it before, it's not as if anybody is able to dismiss that. We said it before that you have to understand. You can't hear me? No audio? Please confirm if there's no audio. Can anybody confirm if they can hear me? Let me compare what's wrong with the audio. Audio is okay. Okay, let's continue. Thank you. So as I was saying, you can hear. Okay, great. Thank you. Now, if anybody is pretending not to know that we said this before, that okay, it's okay on Facebook, also okay on YouTube. Thank you. If anybody is pretending like they did not know we said it before, that Igboho is not coming back anytime soon, let that person raise their hand for deliverance or for reminder. Because we said it, that except he's willing to jettison, because what they are busy doing to all these political prisoners is that they are talking to them to jettison their agitations and then accept or take their freedom. They have to choose between the two. And for as long as Igboho may not be willing, he's not coming back any soon. When we said it, oh, shut up, you're a small boy, you don't know anything, go and sit down. He's coming back, he's already on his way to Germany and all that. He said, come on, you guys. As of yesterday, did you hear Malami say that Nigerian government is not even yet trying Igboho? That Igboho is still facing issue with the foreign government. That they will now apply for extradition once that government is through with him. So they will wait for that government to be through. They will now apply for extradition to now bring him home. When we said Benin Republic is an extension or an annex of Nigeria, they abuse us. But you know the beauty of it is that when we allow cross-fertilization of ideas, when those who have seen things or who are on ground tell you this is what will happen, and some people do not want to accept it, it will make our victory or our our goal to be further extended, farther extended. Like it will now take, some of us will now say, okay, let's pack ourselves, let us allow them do, and let us, because if you don't allow Nigerians to see results, they will think it is because you didn't do it right or you don't know how to do it. So sometimes it's better to say, okay, and in all fairness, somebody like me may not even know whether that was what we eventually achieved for us. So I decided to say, okay, I mean, let's allow it. What's wrong with it? It's also a good idea anyways. We are all tired of the old, even all of them, ex-CBN governor himself is saying that Nigeria is only on extra time, meaning they also admit it as we all know Nigeria long expired as a business, corporate business existence, that it was created to be by the colonialists. We all knew. We all knew. But at the same time, when we say the method and the process, after careful, long period of studies of the system, would have to take this way. And others say, no, that method is also not going to work. I mean, who am I to say, don't try what you think? It's just like me trying to say, don't be a Muslim, or don't be a Christian, or don't be... Who am I to tell you not to try what you are convinced for? So at the end of the day, the beauty of it is that we allow everybody try what they believe, so that at the end of the day, we all know what common ground we have. Yeah? What common ground we can all find to say, can you now see this is what we are saying? Can you now see this is what we told you it will end? Can we now have a common ground to say, okay, we have all tasted it, and we are all looking for the same goal, which is the same freedom. Okay, what can we now come together and do? Until all oppressed people come together. I'm happy that when we first said it, it didn't make sense. But when we allow the processes and the stages for people to pass through the stages to an extent, they are beginning to get the point that, okay, when we say all oppressed people must come together, this is what it means, that we must find our common goal, that we all want freedom. And we must find our common that we must do this. Then let us now start doing it. But it's just like when you tell Nigerians in Nigeria, you know, for Nigerians in diaspora, it's another cup of tea, it's another game. For Nigerians in Nigeria, it's another team. So if Nigerians in diaspora are facing one phase of work, we that are here on ground are facing twofold. You know why? It's another energy altogether. To let Nigerians, residents living and suffering in Nigeria, to realize that they are the ones voting for their problem. It's another level of work altogether that those of you in diaspora may not necessarily be facing. We that are here, we are facing times two. Like, to convince somebody, especially the ones that have not gone to school, that have never been exposed to good way of life before, never seen good governance, or even know how to think that this is what this thing should be like, and you are trying to explain it. You have no idea. Now, but I'm sure some of you know, if you have family members like that that have been talking to you, will know if they are not lying to you just because they want to collect money from you. If you face them and they argue with you, yeah, if you know what we face here every day, to convince them that no, it is your own role. The people you are supporting to continue to oppress you are the do you know what the energy it takes from us? Like, it's another level of work. Differently from even convincing Nigerians in diaspora. We are civil when you call, when we talk. We are civil. No. Don't try with Oluomo boys and you are the guys. Not even in Oshodi. Everywhere. Everywhere. Now, whoa. But you have no idea. But I'm sure some of you have idea. You are just not face to face with that shit. You know. So when we said Nigerians in Nigeria were not ready for all these things, they thought, I said, okay, let's allow it. No one knows. It just might be the answer to it. So let's allow it. I'm happy we are trying it. And when we also said the moment Igboho is captured in Benin Republic, forgetting for a long time, and people say, no, you are a small boy, what do you know? I said, who knows, they have even released him. But the clauses are there for him. Don't talk, sit down, just stay in your jammy home. Don't grant any press interview. If they will release him, they will release him, subject to he has accepted. Again, argue. But you know what? When we said Nigeria, the Benin Republic is an annex of Nigeria, there were arguments, but it's fine. I mean, we will all unravel some things, and we can also at the same time, that's not to foreclose. At the same time, we can still push together to say it should not be. We can still push. Let's keep pushing. You see this paper, 2023. Osinbajo gets Pastor Adeboye's nod. Yeah. Let somebody shout hallelujah. Alright. So it's to announce presidential bid after APC convention. Meanwhile, another person say, oh, it's not true. That's one of his aides. We are yet to discuss zoning, says APC. But just be informed, you know, they deny a lot of things, and at the end of the day, they will still come back to confirm it by themselves. Anyways, let me quickly take this moment. It's very important to appreciate the Eagles team. Is a prayer team of people who come together to pray for their children, pray for future, pray for. So they learned about this case of the Meron bereaved couple and reached out to say, okay, we only contribute little among ourselves and spread for persons who need help, and then we just decided to also send to you. So they sent this 70K to the bereaved Meron couple. Some of you are already aware of this couple case, and that's just it again on your screen. And don't forget, if you still want to help, please, they are still open. They need resources, and it's just not little, you get. So please send your support